Hey there, and welcome to a brand new video. Today we are checking out the band Motion Device and Thick Skin. Obviously, Motion Device now referred to as Quarter After Three. I have done multiple Motion Device reactions, either on the Dave Does channel or on, of course, Musician React, and have thoroughly enjoyed all of them. So I'm looking forward to doing this one. But before we do that, grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a snack, 'cause you know it's time for Musician Reacts. Yeah, so as I said, I've done multiple Motion Device songs before, so I'm looking forward to doing this one. As always, there's no pausing or talking during the actual video. That way you get to enjoy the song. I get to enjoy the song, at the end of which we'll break down the lyrics. I want to see if the video tells a story before I check the lyrics out, so I won't look at the lyrics until the end and see if I can work out what the song's about. This, of course, is, sorry, I didn't mention this is a Patreon video, so today's Patreon is just up here. Thank you for your support of the channel. It is always greatly appreciated. And if you would like to join the Patreon, details are in the description down below. Let's do it. Motion Device, Thick Skin. Count it in. 3, 2, 1, go.
They fall like petals on a rose in the rain. We bloom in the shadows, dust and haze. We grow thorns to keep us safe in a world that loves mistakes. Unforgiving words so cruel, but we use those words for fuel. Monsters
we go. Motion Device and Thick Skin. Great song. Really liked it. When I say that, it doesn't sound like I'm sincere. It just sounds like I'm just really in line. But I actually did. I do really like it. It's not as interesting as some of the other ones I've done from them. So what I mean by that is I'm not saying it's not a good song. It's saying there a lot of the other stuff, it sounds very unique to Motion Device. It's like something I hadn't really. They'd put their own stamp on it. This one sounds a little bit more generic. Sarah's voice sounds great, but what it actually made me think of when I was listening to it sounded like if you took Sarah's voice off it and put James Hetfield's voice on it, that song could have easily been off of Death Magnetic. And if you think about something like the song Tomorrow Never Comes, there are elements of this that sound from the guitar tone, solo in, just the whole vibe of the song feels like something that came off of Death Magnetic. Now that's really cool to be able to say that and say like they sound like this song could have comfortably sat on a Metallica album. In fact, actually, to be honest, it's better than most stuff that's off of Death Magnetic, to be honest. So I really like that. But then that also then means it's kind of sits in this middle ground of mellow songs of it's less unique. But Sarah's voice sounded amazing. Really liked her kind of eeriness at the beginning. It kind of gave me this kind of 1970s vibe of songwriting before it kind of kicked in and brought it back up to real modern kind of 2010 onwards. So really liked that. Lyrically, as far as the storytelling, I think it was really obvious. So we've got the computer screen talking about all this nasty comments. The song title's Thick Skin, so you have to have thick skin. Trust me, you have to have thick skin with the amount of comments you get. If you post anything online, I know, I've been through it. Not so much nowadays, but yeah, I used to get a lot of hate. A lot of hate. But you just plod on. You just get on with it and you take feedback, try and take out the constructive, and you try to ignore the people that are just haters. So, and I think that's it. That's the thing is, so when you, and I think that's what you talk about with Thick Skin, when you're trying to do something and all you've got is this commentary coming in, and it can be like your lifeblood. It is something that you're trying to put so much effort into, so much focus into. And as with like every person that's out there either doing a band or YouTube, you're not normally just doing it for a laugh. Occasionally you might do, but generally you're doing it because you love doing it, and ideally you'd like to make a living doing something you love, and so you don't have to go and do the job that you didn't want to really have to do to make money. And I think everyone does that, from YouTubers, like reactors. That's obviously what a lot of reactors try to do. You've also got other people creating their own music. They're always putting music out there, doing a combination of covers and originals, with the idea that if you can get people to like your covers, you might get them to like your originals and hopefully earn some money that way. But it's true, when you've got those commentaries coming through, it's really difficult. And I'm wondering how much of those, and I'm going to guess that all those comments were fake, maybe done by maybe Patreons or stuff like that, supporters of the channel. They got to type those comments in, so they got to be part of the video. That would be my guess. They could be genuine, and if they are, fair play to using them. Some of those are some horrible comments, but I love that kind of talking through, and that kind of summed it up for me. I didn't really then break down the lyrics as I was listening, because I was just enjoying them rocking out and enjoying themselves. They all played amazingly. So David on drums was awesome, and Andrea obviously on bass, rocking out like nutter. Josh and Alex on guitars, of course, as well. Great solo, great rhythm, loved it. Let's have a quick look at the lyrics. They fall like petals on a rose in the rain. That's quite poetic. We bloom in the shadows, dust and haze. We grow thorns to keep us safe. Yeah, gotta go strong, gotta be thick-skinned. In a world that loves mistakes, unforgiving words so cruel, but we use those words for fuel. Very true. You can either use the words fuel, or you can find nothing in them and just ignore them. I tend to usually try to understand why someone says something in these comments, just to try and get to the underlying root of what it is, because usually there might be some hint of truth in it. And it's hard for me because I've left a lot of reactions over the last 3 years on the channels. So someone will react to a video from 3 years ago and say, you need to stop doing this, you need to do that. And I've actually done all those changes. So I usually will pretty much always send them a comment back and say, look, yeah, thank you for checking it out. It's an old video. I don't do this anymore. This is what I've done, following feedback from people. So you live and learn. You got to learn. Um, let's have a look. Monsters, they crawl on the walls. A serpent's tongue, the sharpest claws. Their face changes in a blink of an eye. They feed each other and multiply. Oh god, yeah, yeah. People in comments columns love to multiply. I get it probably if I do a love bites reaction. That will pretty much guarantee me a ton. I was going to say something else, but a ton of hatred. No matter what I say, unless I say that they are absolutely amazing. Usually, if it's Band